Morning everyone, T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XM and Future Digibyte OG. For all the haters out there, I'm going to point blank with evidence, proof, and right on the charts show you why I am not only the best in the business, but I can put all of the bullshitters like Don to shame, and it simply takes 2 seconds. And I let the facts speak for themselves. So you guys can go back to my videos. Go back yesterday. Go back to I showed you guys the bullish, when you guys asked me bullish and bearish zones and what we would have to do. We were up to 47,000 a couple times. How did I know that the break point would be 45,351? That would be the ultimate support resistance zone. So for anybody to try to knock me down, my lines are time tested. Lewis, how do I know what's going to happen if it doesn't go between the lines? Lewis, and how am I supposed to give you direction? Lewis, if you can't manage your own gosh darn portfolio, Lewis. So let's let it travel between the lines, Lewis, and have a little faith in yourself, Lewis. Wow, Tom, I'm glad I got out of H-bar. Yeah, I bet you are, because you would have got fucking hammered. Now leave me alone, Bob. I got business to attend. So anyhow, with Bitcoin, it's using my line on the 1 minute, guys, to the T. My support resistance lines. So for anybody who wants to call me out and gaslight and make the new people in my chat like I'm anything other than I am, the fucking guru and the best YouTube's ever fucking seen, get the fuck out. Get with it or get the fuck out. So look at this line. Ultimate support resistance in the 1 minute. Is it possible that it created the head on the 1 minute time frame right on the 45,000 line? It's possible. But it's definitely using it as a heavy support resistance zone. I would expect us to try to come back up to 45,900 and try to at least finish this off up there. But as you guys know, for a cup and handle to be bullish and go to the next cup, it would have to pull through with some momentum and then come up to the next cup. Or they come right out and they're bearish at the top. With no volume, they're typically bearish at the top. So then we start to look. We had to push up. A little bit of volume. But we're not having much volume. Much more volume when we dropped. So now we watch these levels. Can we push up and finish off a proper cup at 45.8? Or is it not even going to get back there and just build a head and shoulders here and fall through in the 1 minute? But that is what I'm talking about. The ultimate line of support and resistance is right there in front of you. Right there. It's playing on it right now. And then the next level of resistance that matters is 44,382. And if you go back into my old videos, you can see a line at 44.8. It's not relevant right now. We need to see if the 45.3 holds, because 44.8 sure as hell isn't going to hold if 45.3 doesn't. It's going to come right down through that. And that was just a stopping point to give it the structure to fall right through that area down to 44,382. Then we'll talk. With XRP, same deal. $8 ended up being that ultimate support resistance line. How did I fucking know? I've had these out here for you guys to see. It's no secret what the $8 line is. The $1.18 should have actually been $1.16, but I explained that to you guys. And the $1.25, if you want to be technical, should have been $1.23, which I also explained. But the reason I put it to $1.25 was it was the zone it would have had to have broke before XRP could have a breakout to at least $1.35. But what happened at my $1.25 line? Before we had the breakout, that $1.25 line was there. What happened? It couldn't get over the $1.25 line. It got over the $1.23 line, didn't it? It couldn't get to the $1.25. It just couldn't get over it. That's why I moved it up there, because I knew if it had some kind of volume and could get over it, we could make a run to $1.35. That's it. The actual lines, as you guys know, if you actually watch my videos, which is a keen sign that a lot of you guys don't, was $1.23. And this line, ladies and gentlemen, even though it acted as ultimate right there on that line to go back down, it was actually $1.16, which is where my descending line came through in the top-down analytics. But you guys wouldn't know that because you don't watch the whole video. Some of you do, the wise ones, but most of you that comment have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Also, There was a $1.05 line down here, and I hit it at $1.10 and $1.05 when it was relevant. This time I knew $1.08 was going to be the relevant zone. So why the hell would I keep it up there and mislead you guys when you're swing trading? All you have to do is pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm the best in the business for a reason, and honestly, don't give two shits about your opinion. Listen, follow, take notes, and if you don't understand what's going on, I suggest you study a little bit harder. If you want compassion, show compassion. But I'm not here to tickle balls. I'm here to save portfolios, bottom line. The other thing you're looking for right here is if you can get some kind of placement down here and have some kind of bottom. You see that little W in the fucking 3 minute? That kind of confirms what we were saying, that it could come back up to 43 or 45,900 on Bitcoin. That's it. And I showed you both cup and handles and what can happen. There's nothing more I can show you. That down is in case we get pullback on the wicks and then it just doesn't have strength to go over the 45.3 resistance and stay over. So that you don't get caught with your pants down. And then before you know it, it's at the 44.382 line. I can continue going because they're there. Just because you don't see them doesn't mean it's not there. I keep my screens like this 9 times out of 10. And if I'm in a shorter time frame, you're not going to see everything I have. But in the daily time frame, ladies and gentlemen, if you just pay attention, I don't need to tell you what that is. Don't need to fucking tell you. All of YouTube will lead you to believe that's bullish. It is. Because it has to make a bearish move up to prove bearish on the pattern, which makes it bullish in the immediate short term. But after the move, aka move, it's extremely bearish because now it's got to go back down to further zones because it's proved this area is terrible. And the only thing I've ever said, because the neckline's down, you could technically say you could come all the way down to where we're at right now, to that 42.9, how far it went down. As long as that wick pulls back, you could technically say, oh, well, Tom, couldn't you swing around and do something like that? Yes, that's why we have an open eye. But let's get to the spots to where it's going to propel us to that level. I'm cool with you guys losing your portfolio if you are. I'm just trying to make it not happen. Do you know how many people lost out yesterday because they watched the FUD on YouTube? And they honestly thought, and the FUD that was going on in my Discord, of everybody who thought that it was on, that Coinbase relisted it, because of the FUD going around. If it was really relisted, I would have told you. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. The other thing is that the court case got settled. That was other FUD yesterday. It was coming out at the same time. Well, I know a lot of people that were buying XRP at $1.25 thinking, oh my God, I'm not missing this. Do you know how much it is from just that little run yesterday if you would have just bought it? You broke your back. Because most of you won't hold it. As much as you say you like XRP, you will not hold it. Because at the end of the day, you think, because I said that I believe we're going to get cheaper prices, even though you don't trust me, you want to have it both ways. And you want to use that knowledge to keep you from holding your position. But also, you want to take the guarantee of the FUD to make easy and quick money to lose your portfolio, but then to blame me for both of them. That's 93 cents, that'd be 25. That's crazy. So right now, that's 15%. So if you put 10 grand in, you're down $1,500. Are you holding? I mean, if I was you, I'd be fucking terrified with that pattern. I'm not making that pattern in the daily. Nor am I making that in the weekly. Because like I told the Dogecoin community, if theirs pulls down, and you got to go check that out in Dogecoin, which I warned yesterday, I put out a video as well about a possible 10 to 15% if Bitcoin got to 48,000, which it did not. And then I put out a video this morning before it went down, and I showed exactly what it was going to do. What, an hour before it happened? Not even. Now, Bitcoin, or XRP, I mean, I would be terrified to hold this long term from here, because what if this does? Look at these wicks, guys, in the weekly. You cannot ignore that. The last time we had wick pullback that bad, look how far XRP dropped. So what if this is the M topping reversal and it's showing up in the bigger time frame? I mean, is it so hard to imagine XRP actually maybe playing out and doing this and then having to come around and do this? I mean, guys, if it does play out like that, that's what I'm talking about. Those are technical, glaring weaknesses for XRP right now. That's stunning. Those wick pullbacks. Stunning. The last one is the one that takes the cake, and it probably finishes off the bear flag. If you go into the monthly, I mean, guys, we're one big red candle away from this pattern finishing it out and being right back for this part of the pattern. For this part, we just need one more candle right here that would literally bring this home and XRP right back down to there. That's all we're missing for this pattern to complete. To finish off to the next area, whether we're going to go down from there, have enough strength to bounce up and make some kind of rally, we don't know. That's my expectation. I showed it bouncing to 81 cents just now. But we don't know. But that's how close we are on XRP from falling off the map right now. I don't make the rules. But I know them from a technical target. I know what I'm talking about. This isn't my first rodeo. In fact, for a lot of you guys laughing at me, I came out a couple days ago and told you, buy AMC. Even though it's not my game, I said I bought AMC. I bought 55 shares of AMC at like, I don't even know what I bought at, $47. But I told you guys that there was the options expiring. Citadel is about to get fucked. And it could be what preempts the stock market and crypto crash. And you could see an explosion in ways. I don't fucking like playing this game. But it was, I keep saying, when it's easy money, I'm going to tell you. And I told you about AMC. And if anybody did, I'm up like 11% on AMC in the last couple days. 5.36% alone today, and all these options expiring. This could get worse before it gets better for Citadel. It's gonna hammer them. But that was just a sneaky play that I put in. And if you're watching all my videos, I've been talking about AMC to buy and hold since $32. Go fucking check the tape. I did a standalone for AMC just to tell you guys, and then I did it again at 37. And then after it broke out into the new level, I waited for it to settle down. And I told you at $47 or whatever it was, maybe $47.50 by the time you guys got to see it, that it was ready to break out and we were going to have a nice little run after earnings, because Citadel is going to get bankrupted. And they have, it's just a big mess. And after I realized how much they played into AMC, well, I started capitalizing on the money. And I've made about 30% on AMC, or 35% since I started playing it from the $32 mark. I got out of it when it made a nice little bounce, and then I let it reconsolidate because I missed about 12%. I was in IDEX anyhow, but I let it reconsolidate, and when it went down, made that push up, and then it looked like it was going to break out from that $47. I'm like, you know what? There's call options coming to the end of the week, and then I informed you guys about it as well. Even yesterday, I brought it up again and said, listen, before tomorrow, we're going to get a little bit of a push. And at the very least, you could have at least made 5.5%. And it's not like crypto where there's all these fucking fees. But now it's one of those things with AMC. Is it going to have enough to push through? So if you're holding AMC, you know, we're counting on the shorts with this kind of a play. And that's a nice W at the top. But remember, once we get to the top, wherever this is going, that's very bullish in the short term. But it's very possible, ladies and gentlemen, if you're holding this, even if we got a nice burst up to here, it's possible that could be where it finishes off, and that would just be a nice overextended. But it could very well with Citadel. But this is the thing: if it blows out of this with volume, this thing, it could be another Solana. How Solana ended up running, that's what this could turn into be, with all these shorts expiring. But at the end of the day, it's a very risky bet, and I wouldn't want to be getting in it at $50. I'm just glad that I was able to ride it from 32 and do what I've done and have a firm hold on it right now. I actually only had 50 shares of it when I started, or 51, and I've been able to work it up to 55. So it's been very nice. Or actually, no, I had 50, and I was able to work it up to 53.8 for transparency purposes. So that's just a small example of what we do here at the channel. I'm feisty. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to tell you how I feel. And if you don't like it, get the fuck out. If you have something important to say it. If you don't, keep it to yourself. If you want to be helpful in the chat, please, by all means, lend your expertise and your knowledge. But if you're going to put somebody down or roast them, well, I suggest you keep it to yourself, because I have zero tolerance when you mock somebody else. You can mock me all you want, and I won't ban you. Just don't share false bullshit about my channel. That's all I ask. You can call me a douchebag, dick fuck, dick weed. I don't really give a fuck. But keep it real. And don't mock the audience. The audience is off limits. If somebody asks a question, don't make them feel bad. You make them feel bad, I don't acknowledge you, and I'll report you as spam. Won't ban you from the channel, but you won't be able to comment. Although, there's a lot of people that I made mods that abuse that situation as well on YouTube. So that's why a lot of your comments get spammed out. People that are abusing their power. Trust me, I see it. I can see the statistics. So this has been fun. Total crypto market cap is down to 2.07 trillion, just about 2.08. So I have a small watch on while we're over on this side, the niobium mining company, Commerce Resource, which I've been stacking up. I have an average price of 17. What did it give me? 1711, because I seen it come all the way down here. I gave you guys the sell way before it came down. But I told you, I'd tell you when we got down to the bottom of this pattern. And right now it's on this, it bounced beautifully off of there. So I started, and it's hard to buy because it's an OTC and it's delayed. But I have in excess of 16,000 of these at 0.171. So I'm very firm in my position, and I will not sell it anymore, even unless I see, and it's going to break this formation where it's had firm grasp from all the way back here. That is the only way that I would come back on here and be like, oh, we got to get out. But it's been down about 20, what has it been? Over, man, it's been, I told you guys I'd come back around to it when it was time. But I mean, it's just a watch for you right now, unless you're as confident in it as I am in the future. But from where it was at up here, that's been a hefty drop. And this is why I told you guys just liquidate and wait for the bottom. Yeah, that's 30% that you saved right now. That's crazy. But we seen it in the pattern. We knew it was on a head and shoulders. We were just trying to gain that little bit of profit that was left, which there was a tiny 7 or 8%. And then we wanted to see if it could hook out of there. But what it did was it fell through. And now we're starting to get a bullish bottom. And it's taken forever to create this bottom, ladies and gentlemen. And I waited for this nice big red candle. Which it showed this, but you have to buy it. And then it comes up the next day, basically, for the OTC. But I think this is a nice reversal possibly playing out right before our very eyes. And I wanted to get it at the bottom. And if it still has to go down a little bit, like if it was only going down to 15 or 14 cents, I'm not worried about that. I would just buy more. Get it up to 20,000 and see what happens. That's $200 per penny. If I could have a nice run, God only knows. So that's my situation. That's the niobium mining company, Commerce Resource. I did a great piece on it a couple months ago. I'll be talking more and more about that now that it has got back down to 17 cents. But I wanted to wait. I'm not going to keep telling you guys to buy if it's at 23 and then it goes. I know it's going down. That's why I told you guys to liquidate and let's wait. And here we are. Every one of those, right by AMC, fuel cell, IDEX, iBio, keep your eye on. Some of us have already made money on IDEX. Some of us have already made money on fuel cell. Some of us have made good money on iBio. All these mining companies, there's a wealth of knowledge. Just keep your eyes open. Right now, the last thing before I leave, we're just trying to see if Bitcoin is going to be able to move up to that next level again. And all that means is right now it's hugging, guys, my 45.3, and it looks to me like it created another topping reversal. I'm telling you guys, that is the ultimate resistance line. And a lot of people, I know you love me, but I need more people, you know, not to love me, but I need the people that are coming in to understand what the truth is and what the facade is. In life, I've learned one thing. If people are losing money, they're always trying to blame somebody but themselves. No matter how good of info I give you, I'm not pulling the trigger. You know how many times you guys have lost money, or especially some of the people that I read in Discord? I've read, especially with Don, which is kind of funny, how many times I read him buying stuff, and it was after it had already made the move I talked about, and he's the whole FUD thing kicks in, or he wants to hold it a little bit longer, but I'm saying, hey, that's a resistance area. I don't know if it's going to go up. It can go down again, just like right now. To the untrained eye, it looks like this is holding on to support very well. But hey, it's holding the support. To the trained eye, we know it's not holding support. It just fell through there, and now it's acting as resistance, and it likely built a topping reversal, which is the whole reason that I'm staying here, because I want you to see how that plays the support resistance line. I mean, for anybody to criticize me, I'm doing it in real time, showing you how one of my support resistance lines actually is the identical spot in the 1 minute. That is the make it or break it moment to go down to my next support resistance line, to go down to my next support resistance line. I mean, come on. And then I have an ultimate support. Oh, I bet you didn't know that was down there because you haven't watched the whole videos, have you? So that's what I'm saying. Let's see what happens here. This is no man's land. I want to say it can bounce up and finish that second cup and handle, but if it pulls any farther down here, it's going to use this as resistance instead of support, and then we're going to come down faster, you know, down to the next level, because this would be where now it has the structure to come through here if it wants to fail. If it goes up and then fails, look out, because there's no added volume, ladies and gentlemen. You can look. There's no fucking volume. I'm so confident and sometimes arrogant to the untrained eye or ear, but when you actually listen to me from a personal level, you understand I'm so passionate because I don't want to see a single person lose money, and it irritates me when the average person loses money because they won't put the faith in what I'm showing you, but you would rather listen to the FUD and bullshit out of the Run guys or Dusty or all these other fucking losers that'll come on here and they tell you the same horse shit day after day. Or the Bearable Bull. Same motherfucker who has no idea what he's talking about, who loses people millions of dollars. I mean, I'm talking tons of money. I've got countless people in here who know exactly what I'm talking about because you've shared me the stories. You've went through his classes. They're all full of shit. The guy doesn't know how to trade. He's great at producing FUD. I'll give him that. But to tell you a buy-in price he has no business telling you. Zero. Him and Dusty are in the same breed. You guys just can't see it because you have no fucking idea what is being manipulated and what kind of hood is actually being pulled over your eyes.